Hey everyone, so I made a Figma plugin that is your assistant to help you improve your designs. I am looking for 3 people to help me test this and make this something that's truly useful for you and to help you with your designs. So the way it works is that you open up the plugin. It's not currently available, so don't go looking for it on Figma. This only works locally. I'm just looking for people who would be interested. And initially I was thinking that people who would find this most useful would be people that don't really call themselves designers, but they happen to use Figma, maybe for social media graphics or mock-ups for their own app. But if you are a designer, professional designer, I'm certainly open to talking with you for sure. So I guess I am exploring, who would find this useful. So I'll explain what it is. You open this up, and I've currently loaded a preset from a card that I was working on. This is a mock-up of a recipe card for an app that I've been developing. And so you enter in a bunch of information about, the preset title. So this is, my app name, and it's a recipe card markup. The platform, I should add another one for app, but I'll just do web right now. And then the target audience. So who is this designed for? And also your design goals. So what are your goals with making this design? Could be anything from, you want people to click a button to buy something, or really anything. And then you can talk about brand colors, typography. You could even type in, recommend a font to use. Accessibility priority, I would always recommend, because accessibility is important. Checking that off. And then constraints, open-ended questions. So for me, I was working on a design and I didn't like the text. So I just had a very direct question about that. So for this one, my question was, how can I make this button better? And so on. And you can check off the focus areas for the AI to give feedback. And then once you have conversations with it, well, first, you would click this button to analyze it. And then once you have some chats, you can load up previous suggestions. So this one says, SCD and 12 minutes are buried at the bottom right here. Oh yeah, this was based on a different version when I was using a different diet. So then, it talks about the topography. And so I just went through and I started implementing its feedback. And the end design that I ended up going with is this, based on all of the feedback it was giving me. So this is a previous version. Let me load from frame, and then let me show. So some of the feedback. So it gave feedback on the stars, and it said put it below the save recipe button. So it was giving feedback on this design, and it said move the stars and put it below the button. So that's what I did in this version. And so, yeah, that's a really big improvement from this mock-up to this design. So anyway, this is designed not to replace the work that you do in your design, but just to give you feedback and to help you improve. Again, I'm looking for 3 people who want to test this out, and it doesn't matter if you are a professional designer or if you're not. Would love to talk with you and work with you to make this better. Alright, thank you, take care.